Hey guys, a few days ago, one of our viewers, Stephanie Weiner, I think that's how you pronounce it, asked me if I would do a video on canning carrots and potatoes. So we're going to do that today. I just got a bunch of those and you saw that on our last grocery haul video. So we're going to can those up today. It's super easy, and if you've never done it before, it's something really simple, a really good way to jump into pressure canning. So I'm going to show you that today. Got my jars going, simmering there. Boiling water. My lids are warming up. I'm going to be using my Tattler lids today. I really like using these just for the simple fact that I don't have to buy other lids. I don't have to buy the metal lids, and I can just reuse them all the time. So they're really simple. Once you get the hang of it, they're really actually easy to use. We got two different styles of carrots today, and I've got my Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. I use this all the time. I mean, you can tell it's really been used a lot. So we're gonna do carrots. These will go into pint jars to be used in roast and baked things. And then these are gonna go in half pint jars as side dishes for different meals, but we don't need a whole lot of those. We don't eat a whole lot of carrots, but it is nice to have some as a side dish when we get tired of the other things that we usually eat. So I've got boiling water right here. Let's get started. I'm gonna raw pack these carrots, which just means that I'm gonna put them in without cooking them first. You can do it the other way. You can cook them first a little bit, but I'm just gonna put them in raw, and we'll pour in some boiling water over them. So we're going to very carefully ladle in the hot water, leaving about 1.5 inches of headspace at the top. And then I don't have one of those little plastic bubbler things, so I just use these knives. When I get boxes of plastic utensils, I just save the knives for this because I don't really use them otherwise, so this is a really good way to use them up. I'm gonna let the air bubbles out. And we're gonna wipe the rims. And put the lids on. since I don't have enough of these to make a whole pint, I'm going to cut them up and put them in this one. Just real quick, I'm just going to cut the biggest ones up so that I'll have enough to finish a jar. Boys. So my book says to process pints for 25 minutes, and since I have pints and half pints, I'm going to do the processing time for the biggest jars because that's going to be the highest time, and that's what you want. So we'll go 25 minutes, and we are just at 1,000 feet elevation, and depending on what source you look for, I'm not really sure if we're right under it or right over it, so I always process for over 1,000 feet in elevation. So we will be at an 11 on the pressure canner, 11 pounds of pressure, and then we'll let that process for 25 minutes. So my canner is heating up, and see this little thing right here? If you run your hand over it, you can feel, ouch, you can feel steam coming out of it, and you can't quite see it yet. What you can see is the steam coming out of here, but once you can start feeling this coming out of there at a steady pace, you want to set the timer for 10 minutes and let that vent, and that'll release the inside pressure, and then when that gets to 10 minutes, you'll put your lid on, and then the pressure will start rising. So that's really, really important that you don't skip that step. We are just at 11 pounds right now, so we're going to start our timer for 25 minutes. Alright, the timer just went off, and as you can see, it went all the way up to just about 15 pounds, which is fine. You don't want it going under your pressure that you need for your elevation, but if you go a little bit over, that's fine. It's not going to hurt it at all. So my timer just went off, and I turned the burner off, and I'm going to let all the pressure go out, go back to 0, and then when this lock right here goes down, then I'll know that it's completely depressurized and I can take the lid off. You don't want to do anything except turn the burner off for right now. Don't take this off, don't mess with this, don't do anything. So the carrots just came out of the canner. We've got 5 pints and 3 half pints, and I'm going to let them cool overnight. Hopefully they'll all seal, and then we'll put them down in the cellar. Thanks, Stephanie, for the request. I hope it's helpful to you, and let me know how it goes if you decide to try out carrots. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Hey guys, a couple of days ago, one of our viewers, Stephanie Weinert, I think that's how you pronounce it, asked me if I would do a video pints and half pints. Whoa.